Hey, welcome back to the channel. Back with another video for you guys. Today I'm on a 2004 Saab 93 2.0 T. Getting ready to replace the front brakes and rotors. So to do so, you're gonna need a couple of tools. Definitely gonna need a ratchet. You're gonna need a screwdriver, and definitely when you're jacking up your vehicle, use a jack stand for safety. You might need a kit like this over here to change your brake pads. So these are like 20 bucks, and I'm going to use my brake pad spreader, and these are about 20-25 bucks. And you have your front if you have both pads, and then you have your rear for the back if you take off the plate. But yeah, so you're gonna need a screwdriver. You're gonna pop off these plastic pieces for your caliper screws, which you will need. And I believe it's a number 7 Allen. Yeah, number 7 Allen, and you're gonna need a number 5, I do believe. Yeah, number 5 to remove your rotors. So definitely gonna need those. But let's pop these on out. We got one out already, and we're missing one at the bottom. So here's what it is. But we got one out the way. Let's go ahead and sit that there for now. And to remove these, I believe they were 17s. Yeah, 17 millimeter. Remove your lug nuts for your tire. All right, so we got that. Let's go ahead and bust these free. Check your wrench, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So you'll be going up, and they go inside. Let's get them to set. Let's just pop it off. Make sure we're set. Oops, wrong spot. That's my bad. So we're not missing one. That's just me and my mistaking. So we got one down here too. So let's sit it here, get a little extra better shot. And right down here, we got one back here. There we go. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera. All right, so we got these out the way. These are covers, so rust and stuff and debris and dirt don't get down inside. All right, so we got that out. I'm going to use a 3-inch extension so I can get this back in here. There we go. Number 7. Make sure you're right tight, lefty loosey. Will be going up. Got one to break free. Go down to the bottom. Give some smacks. And we got that one broke free. And we'll start backing them out. Sometimes you might need some WD-40. Actually, let me just put something on here. I'll show you why here in a minute. Doesn't hurt either. But you have your pins. They move in and out. I'm gonna put some on here for the rotor screw as well. Help start getting that to break free. All right, let's go ahead and back these on up. There we go. That WD-40 is doing its thing. And I kind of cock it to the side while I'm pulling out, just so you make sure it comes out. Same thing with this side. That one's still a little tight. But the WD-40 does help. So just to show you real fast before I set back up, WD-40 sprayed down in here, in this area up in here, and it's helping loosen some of that rust up in there. So let me just set this here then, since we're over here now. All right, continue the process. Backing this one out. All right, it's loose enough. Let's detach this. And let's start spinning it out. And when you're spinning it, you'll see as I'm pulling, it's loosening up. So that's what it's gonna do. Make sure we're loose at the bottom. Get that one come out. And we should be out far enough. And then your screw, it eventually just back up like that, okay? And let's wiggle it. All right, let's go ahead and get our screwdriver and compress this over. Screwdriver like this. Mash it over a little bit. Might not work like you want to. You got these clips here. Let me put some gloves on just so I don't smack myself or anything. It can be kind of tedious getting these out sometimes. So I usually hold one side and pry with one side so it doesn't fly anywhere. So I'll hold it like this with my hand and just pry it off. I don't do these quite often, so anything to be safe. And I usually, let's see if I can do the other way. Yep, there we go. Let's see if I can pop it off. Nope, I'm gonna have to pry like I started to, so let's get it. Come on, baby. And it's kind of rusty in there too. So whichever one pops up first for me, I'm just trying to move it around the side of the lip. So just kind of moving it around like that. And so I can pry it off. They're a little tedious sometimes. Let's see if I can go in this way. And just kind of watch your springy area. And that's not working for me either. Okay, these aren't like the standard ones, so let me see if I can pry it from here. As far as the American style, usually has a little more spring action to it. And let's see if I can work this up a little bit. Get some stretch on this spring. And I'm trying to do it as safe as possible. All right. Come from the other side just because I can. Got more space. Usually I just pop these right off and they come right out for me. There we go. Almost. Almost there. So let me proceed on prying it out and I'll let you know what I've done. And I just don't want to waste time because it's been a while and I haven't done these in a minute on the Saab. So be right back. Alright, so I'm back in there. I basically pried the bottom out further. The top wasn't cooperating as well, but I pried this out this way. You're definitely going to want to use something to cover yours up, like some gloves like I just had. And once you pop that out, you should be good. But didn't want to waste time. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a Saab, and these don't pop out. They're kind of similar to the American style pads as far as removing that bracket right there. But we're in here now. And let's make sure we got clearance, and we do. All right, let's just flip this up and out the way. And we're gonna set it up here for now. Okay, so now we have to take out these pads. Okay, so we got one pad up here, already in here. It pops out like this. Just pull it, pop it out. And you have these clamped in spots here. So yeah, these are toast. Got one there, and you got this one here. It just rests right there. There are no brake clips on these. They just set in, and that one pops in. So they're going to get new rotors. So yeah, it's got a little lip on them. They're not real bad. They're not chipping on the inside or anything. So let's see. But I definitely would recommend to change them because it has that little lip right there on them. Yep, so yep, definitely gonna go ahead and change these guys. All right, so rotor, gonna remove it like this. Quit talking, and let me switch over to the 5 Allen, number 5 Allen. Should be able to break it free, I hope so, without any issues. Nope, it's just gonna try to strip on me. Okay, so rotor screw, this one's kind of trying to round off on me. Let's see. Yeah, it's trying to. It's in there good, but let's see what we can get. Nope, something. Let's get in there. it's gonna strip on me. So let me proceed on trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this out. And I shall be right back, just because it's trying to strip on me. And it's not gonna be fun. So let me see what I can do. Be right back. All right, so we back. We were going to change these rotors, but we have an issue. So whoever had this vehicle prior to my customer now, they have damaged this rotor screw to where it's gonna have to be drilled out. But it's a good thing that these rotors are nice and thick. They're not chipping, they're not brittle or anything. They do have a slight lip on there, but we gotta do what we gotta do. There is no vibrating or shaking in the front, so they'll be okay, you know, till the next brake change or whatever. So let's go ahead and get them in. And I recommend, if you do have this issue, just to replace your pads. But if they are damaged, like brittle and stuff, matter of fact, I think I got a rotor over here that's pretty ugly. Give me a second. All right, so I'm back. I just wanted to show. So reason why I was saying about the chipping and stuff, through time, it'll get brittle inside here. And eventually the pressure, when you're squeezing your brakes, it's going to smash in all that stuff if they're real brittle. I've seen it, and you definitely don't want to do it. So this is just a rotor from another vehicle. This was off an F-150. But yeah, so we don't have that chipping and cracking on this one. So we're gonna get by with the little lip. They used to turn rotors, but I don't know if they do that anymore. So if you can and your screw is not stripped, then go ahead and proceed and change your rotors. But let's go ahead and get it in. Got everything back. Only thing else we have to do is compress the caliper back. So let's do that. Let me scoot up a little better. All right, so I'm gonna use my caliper compressor here, and like I said, you can use the brake kit, but I'm going to use my brake pad spreader. That's what I bought it for. And you can pick these up on Amazon between $20 to $25. And same thing with the brake kit, I say probably about $20 to $25. So this specific one, it ratchets in and ratchets out. So let's see if we're set. Yep, so we're good. And let's crank her on back. And if you feel any binding or feel like it's real tight and it doesn't go back, then you could possibly have a brake hose that's collapsed, or you can have a caliper piston that is seized up. But as long as it's going back smooth like this one is, you have no issues with your brake caliper. But you're gonna keep going until it stops. Some calipers, they'll go back all the way flush, and some of them don't. So just wanted to add that too. But you're gonna keep going until you go all the way back. And don't cheat, because some people think it's done. You'll cheat, and then after you cheated, still got to go back in and reset up and adjust. All right, let's see where we at. Okay, I think we're back far enough. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, I'm gonna keep going. Let the fluid back down some. And my hose over here is a little twisted, so we're gonna flip it back the other way, like this. There we go. And that'll help the fluid go back faster too. It's kind of like pinching a line and trying to blow through it, like you pinch a straw in the middle. So yeah, you want to go all the way back smooth. And we had a stopping point just about. Yep, so we're stopped. We're gonna leave that like that for a minute. We're gonna take some brake grease and lubricate the outside. And sometimes I hate these because they don't open like they should. There we go. I got one here. This one just rests in right here up against the rotor like so. Take you some brake grease. You don't need a lot, just a little bit to coat the outside, because dirt and debris and road grime gets on this and you don't want it to cake up. It's just gonna turn to like a cakey paste. So you just want to lubricate them lightly like that. All right, let's pop this guy out. All right, let's back him on down. Make sure my video's cool. There we are. All right, let's grab our other brake pad. All right, let's bring this guy all the way back out. All right. And we're gonna put a little brake grease around the piston here. You don't have to, but it does help prevent squeaking. You're gonna put some on the back of the pad as well, but Doesn't hurt, doesn't hurt. And we're gonna spread some on the pad and just kind of paint it, don't glob it. Just like smooth it around like you're doing your frying pan or something. All right, so we got that one done, and we're gonna pop it into the caliper like so. Set that up like that. You're gonna make sure you don't have any grease and stuff on your thumbs or anything to where you get grease on your pads. So let me wipe my hands off. I was looking for a towel and found one faster than I thought. All right, get all that grease off. Squeeze this. Pops in just like that. Might get a little grease on it. And where's my brake parts cleaner? There it is. And we're gonna put a little bit of this on there just to make sure there's no grease on our pads. We got a little bit right there. All right, so we don't want none. All right, got everything in. Hopefully our caliper piston is back far enough, which it should be, because it stopped. So let's flip this back over this way. And let's position this just like so. All right, now we got that there. Be right back. I'm gonna switch sides with the cam. All right, so we're back. This is gonna apply same as the passenger side. So you got your number 7 again. We're gonna pop this in and just kind of wiggle it until you feel it start to go in, and do it by hand. All right, we got one started. Let's go down to the bottom, back in here. I'll give it some wiggles and turns, and you'll feel it start to bite. And you want to definitely do it at least 3 or 4 threads just to make sure it's in there good, because you don't want to cross thread these. So here we got one, and it's going nice and smooth. So that's how you want it to do. And then the only thing we'll have to do left is put the spring back on. And I don't really like the springs, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And don't tighten one all the way before you do the other. Just kind of back them in at the same time. Feel for it. There we go. And take your time. That's the main thing. Take your time. Don't rush. You're still going to get the job done. And you're going to give it some smacks. When the wrench starts to bounce back like that, that means that it's tight enough. You don't have to use a torque wrench or anything. Tight, and some smacks, and then start bouncing back like that, and you know you're tight enough. All right, now we can put our spring back on, and we can proceed to the other side. And let me put on my demolition gloves, just because I don't want to pinch my hand or anything, because these springs can do that. But, yep, always work safe. All right, find my other glove real quick. All right, got the other glove. Let's pop this on so we can finish up our video. After you get everything tight, make sure you put your dust covers back on for your caliper. Covers up your holes so your screws and stuff don't get dirt in them. As far as your Allens, that's one. Another one at the bottom. Pop those in. All right, now let's get this on. And usually a rocket in from here. It's not fun, so these got a little hook on them. Okay, now sit this in like that. Let's see if I can get a good shot. Actually, let's just switch sides. All right, so the reason why I was struggling so much earlier, these got a little bracket lip in right here. The American styles, they don't have that, they just rest in there. So you're gonna rock this in first like that. Then you're gonna use your screwdriver to lift up and open. So I'll usually cover it up like this and work it over. Got one. And do the same thing with the bottom. And we should be good. There we go. And after that, give it a few taps. Then we're good. So this is how you change the front brake pads on a 2004 Saab 9.3 2.0 T. Yeah, that's what that is. So yeah, hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe. I'm getting ready to go over to the passenger side. You will see another video here in a bit for the rear. So yeah, just wanted to show you that. And like I said, hit the thumbs up. Those who have subscribed, I appreciate you. And the content, so I'm just going to keep getting better. So as always, rest is the enemy, and that's what causes us to work so hard. And until the next video, I'm out.